2020 show. Of course, we still have the live show at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Joe Madden, Brian Bittler, and Rod Zawacki. Of course, we still have our premium and VIP shows as well, and we have our Just Mitch segment. We have supporter levels here at YouTube as well, so be sure to check all those things out. Any support you give us, always 100% appreciated. But we have this show yesterday, the Betting Tool Show. I had a problem with the with one of the screen sharing things. I'm just not that familiar. Even though I've been online for 15 years, I still struggle with tech like a lot of you and a lot of people out there. But, of course, we will always do the best that we can. But hopefully everyone gets a chance to tune in. The way that this show generally works is I just go through the betting tools and that we have at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs, and then we kind of find our way. If there's a big game, we usually just focus on that big game. But today, kind of a mishmash of games. So we have just a couple different things. So a lot of people ask questions about these betting tools. There's just so much data there that, we just do it. Normally, I go over the Sports Chat Place tools. Today, now that we have a little bit of time, we'll be able to do Pick Dogs tools and Sports Chat tools. They're two different sets of tools. But anyways, if you guys have any questions, fire away. Of course, if there's specific game questions or pick questions, that you need to be supporter level or higher for our YouTube membership. It's $3 a month. It starts at, so well worth it. It's less than the price of a pick. But let's get right into it, and we'll share my screen and see what we can find on today's card. We'll start with the Pick Dogs page. Normally we start with Sports Chat. Let's just start with Pick Dogs here, and let's see what we have right on the homepage of Pick Dogs. Pick Dogs looking at the Missouri versus Kentucky game here. Missouri, one of the biggest dogs on the board, and that's why they're looking at it in this respect. The other big dog for the day is Eastern Illinois against Morehead State. When we look here, we go to some of the dog streaks, and this is really one of my favorite segments of the Pick Dogs page, is this dog streaks that happened. And what happened to Mississippi State? Oh, I lost one. It happens, but they just didn't show up. And that's going to happen in bowl season, and counts for me as one loss. I was 2-2 yesterday in my premium picks. I can live with it. I think I was like 4-3 in my 4-7, so I don't know. If you want to pick on the one game I lost, well, that makes you pretty much a jerk. Anyways, got the Pacers looking at the dog streaks. They failed to cover the spread again as favorites against the Southeast Division the last 7 times, and here they are favored against the Charlotte Hornets, 3.5 points. If you look at it right here. Indiana Pacers. So they've lost 7 in a row. This is all 100% free over at Pick Dogs. Oh, okay. It just comes across that. That's the way it comes across. Because we don't talk about yesterday. We kind of just move ahead to today. That's the way we always do things. We don't kick ourselves on our losers. We don't pat. I'm not one of these places. You never see my Twitter with a bunch of winners with check marks next to it. And, you never see any of that stuff. Believe me, I win a ton of games. Tons. I just don't need to jump up and down every time I do. Like those Twitter guys. So that's why it just comes across that way to me. It's all good. Anyways, if I didn't like it, I would have blocked you. Everyone knows that. But the Utah Jazz here is a dog failing to cover the spread as favorites in their last 6 games. So what you can do is once you're here at the homepage and if your dog streaks is something that you're interested in. And yesterday, actually, in our 7 for 7, I used the dog streaks on a bunch of the picks yesterday, and they all hit. Every single one of them hit. From the dog streaks yesterday that I gave out. I gave out this actually was from 2 days ago, and these all hit as well. 2 days ago, we had the Spurs +7, the Grizzlies first half, the Timberwolves, and the Hawks first quarter. They all hit the other day. It all came from right here, dog streaks. But we'll click here. If you click here, view more. And then here's more dog streaks. So the Nashville Predators, one that I talked about in my 7 picks in 5 minutes. So the the Predators have won 5 in a row outright as an underdog. And then here on the puck line, the odds are terrible, but they've covered the puck line. They covered the puck line 5 in a row, and the Washington Capitals, who they're playing, have not covered the puck line 5 in a row. So you have a double trend going that way. You got the Buffalo Sabres have covered the puck line as dogs 5 in a row. Now, here's an interesting one because the Grizzlies are playing the Lakers, and I really like the Grizzlies in this game. Not like a premium pick or anything, but I definitely like the Grizzlies. But look at this. Have failed to cover the spread as home favorites 4 in a row. So that's... When you see this is a cold streak, and of course this symbol up here is a hot streak. But you can fade the cold streak, and play the hot streak is the way that it works. So the Miami Heat covered the spread as underdogs against the Western Conference 4 times in a row. They're dogs tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. Of course, this stuff 100% free under the betting tools tab at Pick Dogs. Of course, at Sports Chat Place, an entirely different set of betting tools. And the thing that you need to remember about the betting tools, this will be what they look like when they're all complete. This is where we are right now. These are going to be unbelievable. They're already unbelievable, but these will be unbelievable. This is where we are now. This is where we will be. That's how much further we have to go, but I still think our betting tools are better than what anybody else has there because our betting tools are generally, you can move them around and see the data in the way that you want to see it. So the Heat have done particularly well against the Western Conference. And here's the Mavericks failing to cover the spread as road favorites against the Pacific 4 in a row. Charlotte Hornets, this was one of our picks against the Pacers, have won 4 in a row as dogs. The Heat, first quarter, underdogs, have hit 4 in a row. And the Phoenix Suns have failed to cover the spread as home favorites against Western Conference teams 4 in a row. And those are today's dog streaks. We have plenty, of course, here all the way. There's a lot of different tools here that you can look at. The Pick Dogs one is honestly a little less robust than the Sports Chat Place site. And it's meant to be that way. But if we go over to our Sports Chat Place site, you can go here to, a variety of different things. But, we look at this game and this is just the overview, the homepage. And you can see that this is just a breakdown of some of the things. And then always a fun fact about this day. On this day, Scott Skiles dished out 30 assists for the Orlando Magic. Here, it's off the screen. But there you can see it. Scott Skiles dishes out 30 assists for the Orlando Magic during a 155-116 win against the Denver Nuggets, highest number recorded in NBA history. Unfortunately, our partners are in Australia. They have the date incorrect here. So I have a meeting with them tonight, and I will let them know that we should switch this to Eastern Standard Time. But one of the things that we've been really looking at here, so I like to start here at the players page. And this is where you find out who's playing and who's not. We'll go to the NBA. And you can see it tells you exactly when it was updated. It doesn't just call it an injury list. If you look down here, it always says when it was last updated. I wonder if I can make my cursor bigger. That would be pretty awesome. Let me see something. Let's see if I can figure out how to make my cursor bigger. And that would certainly help. If anyone knows how to do it, just yell it out. It'd be fantastic. Just typing it in. How do I make my cursor bigger on a Mac? Click the accessibility icon and display from the left menu. Click the accessibility icon, which is which one? Accessibility icon from the left menu. What the hell does that mean? Accessibility. Accessibility. No idea what that means. Click the accessibility icon. That's like display. System preferences. I have no idea. If anyone knows how to do it, that would be very cool. There it is. Accessibility, display, cursor. All right. Now we got it. See how easy that was? Google. Now we will come back. I don't see it on here, unfortunately. Not reflecting. It's still showing small on there. Not cool. All right. Well, that wasn't fun for me because it didn't do what I needed it to do. So there would be good, to be honest with you. All right. Anyways, sorry about that. It was worth a shot. But anyways, we look at the injuries for today, and you can see a lot of players out. Health and safety protocols is the big one, right? And this is up. It tells you when it's updated, so we know exactly where we are with these things. If anyone has questions regarding the betting tools or how to get there, well, that's the way to do. One of the things that we look at are the betting tools that I like to look at every day is the betting angles. Well, this is also one of the fun ones. Is you click on Best Parlay, and it will tell you the best parlays for today. This is going to change as well. This will change as well. You'll be able to switch in stuff. But in this one, it's actually showing a game for tomorrow once again. So let's opt it out and see what happens now. We'll take out that one then. So here's what it's saying for today's parlay. $10 pays $1,653.32. So it explains exactly how you got there. William and Mary, the team, I like Hofstra in this one, but it's saying William Mary has won each of his last night Wednesday games. Yeah, William Mary stinks this year, though. That's really the problem. Anaheim Ducks have covered the puck line in each of their last 15 games coming off of an overtime game. And so here they are at plus 750 on that. And then East Carolina has won each of his last 9 games. This one I kind of like as well. East Carolina. I was looking at this one as well, following a home win. And then the Hornets have won 4 of the last 5 games as underdogs versus the Pacers. I like the Hornets today as well. I really do. This is also one of the cooler things. I know a lot of people like the player props. And I know a lot of sites are going to start charging for player prop picks, including some of our big competitors out there. So, of course, the more they charge, the more we give for free. And that's just the way that we do things. I do it because I like giving stuff away for free, and I do it because I don't like them. So it's a win-win for me. But you can see here, look at some of the player props. We can decide exactly, if we want to do it like what's hot right now with the player props, or we can do it, just over longer term. So over the last 10 games, if we go, and then we go to maybe a 60% hit rate minimum that we want to see, it will show everything above 60% or above. So Mike Conley in the last 10 games, under 6.5 assists. This is a good one. It hits 90% of the time, and you get even money on your payout. It's this one right here. You can see it right here. So that's good. That's good implied value. This one, Johnson, assists under 1.5, plus 140, 9 out of 10 games. See, here's one, 10 out of 10, but you have to pay basically 1 to 2 on your money. Hayward, rebounds under 5.5. Once again, it hits at 90. It hits at 90%, but you have to pay 1.5 times your money. But the value is still there. Jaylen Brown, points under 27.5. You can see it right there. 80% clip. This is in the last 10 games. Holiday, assist under 162. Look at that. 90% of the time it's hit. So this is all 100% free. You go to stats.sportschatplace.com, or if you go to the betting tools section, if you go to Sports Chat Place and you click on the betting tools in the main menu, it's right here. And that is frozen on my computer for some reason. Here we go. And it just takes you right here to the homepage. And like this takes you to just the general things. This is like the general injuries of star players around the league. Paul George is out. Tatum's out. Mitchell is out for Utah. Ayton out for Phoenix. And Murray. But of course you click here and it goes team by team through the player injuries. You click on view more. Or if you go up here, players, it will take you to injuries. And so it's the key injuries of key players, and you can view more. Here's even more. Brogdon, Collins, Ball, all out. Rose. And it tells you when it was updated, which nobody else for some reason wants to tell you. I don't know why. It does seem too good to be true, Johnson, but it is there. These, if you go to our betting odds page and click on Bet Rivers, that's where these props came from. These props are from Bet Rivers. I have some, I'm in the works with some of the other sports books out there that want to be part of our tools and props, and we'll have all of their information. I'm in talks with them as well. They're as excited as I am about it, which is always fun. You know, for me, the game that I'm struggling with is the Hawks, who just lost to the Bulls. I mean, they have a ton of players out. But so do the Bulls. I mean, look at all the Hawks guys that are out in that game. And then you look at the Bulls. This is all 100% free at sportschatplace.com under the betting tool site. This is a new feature that we added. This is the top performers from yesterday. Ricky Rubio, of course, he's injured now. Vucevic cleaned the glass against the Hawks. Jimmy Butler was immense against the Wizards. Jimmy Buckets, James Harden, 39 points and 15 assists yesterday. You know, if you look at the tools, and I believe it's in angles. If we go to NBA, it'll tell us if that's a good one. So road underdogs in the NBA have been hitting at almost 60% recently. Let's see if there's any of those that are today. You can expand this right here. It'll tell you exactly who the road underdogs are. So look at this. Here's a prop that hits at 60%, or an angle that hits at almost 60%. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. So the probability is that you're going to hit 4 out of 6. That will make it a winning day. The Heat and the Spurs, it's possible that somebody is out. We'll have to see what it is. It's hard for me to see some of these things while I'm doing the live show. The underdogs hitting at almost 57% in the NBA over the last month. So these are tonight's dogs. Which will just show you every game on the court. Home dogs just 52%, so these angles a little less strong. So with us, with the Heat, they're saying that each of the last 8 games on the second leg of back-to-back have gone over the total points. So every little area of the site, there's all these information and facts about the games and about angles on the games. Any questions? Any comments? Anyone smashing that like button out there? Got about 5 more minutes. If anyone has anything they would like to add. I'm not sure if we're going to do an app or not. I don't think it's, to me, it's not necessary. The webpage is for Sports Chat Monthly for the betting tools. It's free. I'm betting my premium picks. I have them in the premium area. That's what I say in every video. You go to sportschatplace.com, click on the betting tools tab. It's 100% free. We can do an app. It's not that big of a deal. But it's like, I don't know what the difference would be between that and our website. I guess it's something, we could have our website as something that you log into. I'll ask the guys tonight at our meeting. Do you think Maryland can cover? We're only doing pick questions for people that are supporter level or higher at Pick Dogs for our YouTube channel. It starts at $3 a month, but I'm not going to just do random questions for everybody. We give out tons of free picks. Tons. So certainly not going to cater to people that that don't want to be part of our community. Doesn't make sense to us. But if you are part of our community, I will gladly answer your questions as far as game picks go. If they're not game pick questions, of course, I'll answer whatever you got to ask. I got nothing to hide. Yeah, we're just getting started on the betting tools. Wait till you see the stuff that's going to come out. So this is how big the betting tools are going to be. This is how much we have out right now. And that's the honest truth. Our timeline on our betting tools build we've built it in 2 years. How do you join our channel? I believe there's a join now button below the video, but I will add it to the comments if you like. I certainly don't want to sound like I'm begging for change. I always feel like that when I'm asking people to join. But if you look below the video, it says join. And that's how you do it. It's $3 a month. It's not a matter of the money, obviously, at $3 a month. It's not going to change my life. It's just, we asked people to hit the like button. We asked all this other stuff, and it's like, no one will do it. So it's like, this is, I think, the easiest way. Yeah, we're not answering questions unless you're a premium member or above. Not sure how I can phrase that any better. It doesn't sound good, I'll tell you that much. It doesn't. I know that. But, let's put the link in the description or in the comments as well. When are you going to start looking at college sports? I don't understand the question. Can you be more specific? You can get the spread on our website. Go to pickdogs.com. How do I join? I just put the link. Oh, I see what's going on. I got my headphones going. Awesome. So let me see what you got. I like Hofstra. Okay. I don't love Oklahoma. That's for sure. Belichick Coach of the Year. It's going to be a reach there because, it's possible. Certainly. I think the Patriots will have to make the playoffs for that to happen, and they haven't clinched. They have to beat Miami in Miami for that to happen, and they haven't done that in about 100 years. So I don't know if this is the team that's going to be able to do it. The Dolphins are looking pretty good right now. I don't know, Frank Reich, that Colts, that freaking coach. Oh, man. Well, I want to thank everybody for all the well wishes that you guys sent my way during my surgery, and I'm healing up, as you guys can see. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still about a couple weeks away. I still have some good swelling going on. I have some serious scars that are healing, but that will be that. Anything else anyone's got to add before we sign off? Check out the betting tools. We're going to continue to do it. Tomorrow we'll just key on, well, there is no Thursday Night Football tomorrow. So we'll just find an NBA game. We'll just key in on that one game. It seems to be a lot easier that way than this random method that we're using here. But be sure to tune in at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Joe Madden, Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki giving out tons of free picks. I think they have a good time doing it. Then, of course, we've got our premium pick show following that. Well, the Dolphins started out what if the Dolphins make the playoffs? They started 1-7, and now they're 8-7. What if they go 10-7? So starting out 0-3, the Colts had a really tough schedule to start the season. Super tough. Anything you guys want to see, anything, whatever, leave it in the comments, and we'll figure it out. Who's the MVP of the NFL this year? Tough one. Because we don't even know who the best team is, right? But it looks like Aaron Rodgers to me. I think he's the MVP. How about a free pick? You guys want a free pick? How about another free pick? What the hell? Let's see. Man, I don't love Maryland in that early game. I know a lot of people love Maryland early, and it's like, ugh. I just can't get behind them because they're just such a slop fest. I know Virginia Tech is missing a ton of guys too, but Maryland is so sloppy, man. It's like, I hate losing money on teams like that. I lost on Mississippi State yesterday, so I'm still a little angry. I'm still a little bitter. I'm on the drive-thru today with Tony T as well. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at Pick Dogs. I think I like the Thunder Buddies here against the Suns, Yeah, Maryland's terrible, man. They're not a good team. It's like I would not be rushing to the window to bet them. That's for sure. But I thought Texas Tech super impressive last night. Anyways, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to pass the mic over to Joe Madden and to Brian Bittler, Rod Zawacki. I'm sure they're going to have a ton of picks for you. You know where the betting tools where I've been using it actually? Let me get back to this for really quick. Where the betting tools where I hit yesterday, so you guys know I stink at hockey, right? I know nothing about hockey. I'm from Florida. But in the betting tools yesterday, they were on point. And today, in the betting tools, the Pick Dogs ones, the dog betting tools, the they have a strong one in here. Oh, unless here it is. It's this one. You see it? This Predators Capitals game. If you guys are parlayers or whatever, this is the one to stick in your parlay. The Predators on the puck line. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are awesome. I love doing these shows. We'll have to figure this out together. Well, Joe had the same game yesterday, so she's congratulating me, but she had the same game. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining us, and I will see you guys tomorrow as we work our way through and figuring out exactly what this show is. It's hard because I want the show to be like a spotlight game, and we just don't have a spotlight game for today. So thanks everyone for joining us, and smash that like. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to become a supporter, I put that in the chat, and it's also in the comments, and that way, you can. We still are going to take general questions. We're just not going to take pick questions. We give out tons and tons of free picks, but if you have like more specific pick questions, we're only taking that from supporter level or higher. It's just, it's only fair to the people that do support us. But anyways, aloha. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and let's win some games. Let's win some money. Maybe I'll come back later.